welcome back to Beth Aaron, and welcome back to Banished, Colonial Charter. This is Sand Lake's map. As you can see, sand and lake. And there's a few others around the map, and if you want to see the entire map, I do show it off in the first video. So please be sure to take a look. We have been struggling for years with food, and I am pretty sure we have got that situation under control. The last thing we built was this fuel refinery, and we were making furnace fuel from firewood. Is that how it's gonna work? Okay, so that's good. So this guy, he needs to make a bunch of firewood, or not that guy, obviously. This guy here, so kind of thing. She needs to make a bunch of firewood, and then this guy will turn it into furnace fuel, which will then go right next door. After it goes here, probably, where this guy will take the clay and this furnace fuel, and he will make our bricks. Perfect. That's what we want, bricks. It's hard to even remember why I wanted bricks. But one thing I do know is we need to get our population count up now that our food supply is at least keeping up, I hope. It seems to be at 2191. So that means I want to try to get this little housing development going. It's a little expensive to build these things, but I think it's pretty neat, and I'm hoping it looks neat. But I think they can get up to like 3 levels. Yeah. So that is level 3 house cap. So that's above level 2 of the multi-story building. Okay. And then I think we can also go further to the left or right. And of course not much further because of the way I designed the layout of this town. But what are we going to do? So reserve of stone is low, and reserve of logs is low. So we're going to get ahead and just, again, take care of all this right here. That ought to do it. That ought to hold us over for a little bit. Our iron is surprisingly doing well, but I don't think we use as much iron as we do stone and wood, obviously. So we need to get our population up so that we can have a bunch of people on basic resource things in order to get our awesome other things. Oh, that's the refinery. I was looking at this. Get ahead. We've got lots of fuel now, I think. Yep. So we'll see how well this goes. Did we even go and get a bucket of fuel yet? Who knows? Well, we're probably waiting for the guy to show up. Oh, look at this. We have 2 builders now. We had 3 for a long time, and we're not going to build projects nearly as fast, I don't think. Or at least we're not going to try to. But this guy will be finishing our urban house level 2, which goes on top of the urban house level 1. Shouldn't have to explain these things, but I'm more explaining it for myself because I don't know why. Okay, yeah. 3 grand at our food level here. Perfect. I guess the magic was a gatherer's hut, because that's really all I did different in a few episodes ago. And I don't know, maybe variety makes it so that they are more prone to eat less or something, who knows. All I know is it's working. Alright. Go, go, go. We have 3 bricks. What in the world is I gonna do with the bricks? No idea. Let's see. What can we do with bricks? Oh, quite honest, I don't know. What I do know is now that we have bricks, you might want to start selling bricks. Ooh, a statue carver. That's wood. And a foundry. Willie's wire. Glass works. Okay, well, in the meantime, I know we can probably use them for some of these things, perhaps. Well, I'll be, I do not know. Distillery. Well, nevertheless, our, one other thing is done here. I need so much stone. And there it is, the second level. And there's 2 people moved in. And I think we should just go ahead and continue with the 3rd level. And we shall see what that's like. Ooh, wow, we almost screwed that up. How much stone was that one going to take? Another 40. So this one will take a little bit longer as we wait for stone to come, but I think it's going to work out just fine. I really want to get into farming and into animals, but 120 stone, and we're just lacking for stone. And of course they're going for wood first because it seems as though that's what we need, but in reality, I prefer wood. So bricks. Maybe while we wait for this thing to grow or to get going here, we'll look into the brick. Ooh, cool. Make a cannon. I wonder if any of this stuff is actually sellable. I mean, you can make muskets. How do I do that? There's a lot of stuff in here that's just I have no clue about. Just a fuel refinery. You might as well do this candle making because it's not very expensive, and we'll also be able to sell some candles. If we had ore, that would be nice, but we don't. For trade or placing around your town, that might be interesting to do that also. But meantime, man, buildings are so big. block off the fishermen a little bit, but they'll be fine. We're waiting on, just waiting, I guess. Maybe for food or something here. Good coffee. Alright. How's this guy doing? He's got a little, I don't know, what winch set up. Good job. Keep it up. The other thing we can do is right here. The worst place ever. But then we can probably start doing not only iron, which we're going to need soon, but gold, silver. I think you can get all that from that mine. Or perhaps, I might be incorrect actually, I might have to come from we have this mine here, precious mine. And I don't even know how we're going to end up doing that because we have no mountains. Oh, well, this might work. What we don't have is somebody working at a sawmill. We don't even have a sawmill, but nevertheless, we still waiting on building. Okay. Good job. Let me get it done. People are working. Is there two in here? There is. Perfect. There's one in there. One in there. We only have one child. Okay, we're gonna have to step this up. Build up a couple more houses. I'm just gonna do it and get it done. Where are houses? Houses. This is the modest first level of a plan that provides basic housing. 2 house cap. Level 3 house cap. Ooh, shoot that. Oh, I did $3, right? Yes. I don't think people live in this. That may have been a complete waste. We'll see. Might just do a single guy here. Low. Is that it? Done now. I'm working on it. It says there's 2 builders working on it. I hardly ever see both builders at the same time in this town. Oh, okay. So people do move in. Perfect. Close with our stone. Did we harvest all of it already? No, they're working on it still. Okay. Our brick count is at 22. Who's using bricks? Who knows? Might want to stick a few more regular houses in just because they are much, much cheaper. And we're still at 3,000 with our house, or food, so that'll be just fine. And we'll let people work on that stuff. 2 builders, they'll figure it out. And this is going to be pretty inexpensive as well, other than wood. Which, I guess we can get this stuff here. Let's do that. Harvest the trees in this area. These? They're not too young. Yeah, logs are low. I got that. We're working on that. Oh, also the apiary, which 312 honey. So, you know, you're getting a lot of food. And you really want to start selling stuff. But I hate to use so much stone and logs so quickly. But maybe sometimes that you gotta do what you gotta do. I think that's obvious. That sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, but... Oh, and look at this. Our health is back up. All we had to do was put in that that herbalist, who, as it were, is now worked himself or herself out of a job, and the health just went all the way up. Our happiness is way up. What we are going to need soon is a cemetery. I talked about this last time because our early founders are in their 50s, late 50s, they're almost 60 years old. Fillard here, Magdala, I think they might have been a couple of the first, and then Ramir and Annie, and then Anine. And we also have Constantiago and Wandis. They are both 60 years old, and they're well past bearing age, and they are also getting to the point where they may not live much longer. So we'll want to deal with that perhaps next time. We harvest all this. Okay, so I want to get this stuff now. All this stone, please. Just get the stone. We'll worry about the trees. We should worry about the trees now, but even better. It's just. I think it will help this person out and get the trees that are all the way around him that he's not even. Yeah, this guy's gonna be cold, but a couple of young guys moved in. I use the term guys without meaning male or female. So yeah, that's pretty neat. The urban house, that's pretty cool. This one is supposed to look like the same thing, same kind of design. Roof's different color, but basically the same. And then we've had this one, I think is new, perhaps? No, it's not. This one, these three are new. That one's new, good job. Okay, now we just really, especially in the next year or two, we really need to keep an eye on our food situation as the kids come in, which they will now that everybody's got their own house. They finally moved out of the 4 original houses that the town was born on. We've got 23 adults, which is very low population for the size of this town. I mean, look how many buildings there are. I mean, there's probably one per worker in each one of these dumb buildings. This bee thing is crazy. How big of a building do you need to keep bees? I don't know. They must know. But I think what we'll do is we will stop here. We do have 3 laborers. I think I'm going to shove another guy in here. How much they do? They got 106 logs last season. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth keeping people in there or not, but we're going to. And we'll pause here. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great Friday, a great weekend. I am going deer hunting, so I probably will not have another video for you tomorrow because I will be getting up earlier than I do on a normal day to go deer hunting. So enjoy your weekend and the beautiful weather that we're having in the US. Enjoy that, and I hope you guys outside the US are having beautiful weather. I rarely check, but thanks for watching.